I have some shit I need to get off my chest. Let me pull it out there. Hello and welcome to my channel. Hello. I don't normally do stuff on my channel, but today ain't gonna be about football. Today is gonna be about everything in particular that has been happening in this dumb world, bro, and especially on the YouTube scene and social media. I've got so much to get off my chest. I've even written a whole list. You don't understand. Like, this is peak. Yeah? But anyway, big up yourselves if you're going to tune in. Big up yourselves if you watch this later. And big up yourselves if you're liking this or subscribe. I don't care. You can get at me in the comments. Get at me in the comments and all that if you want. But today, I'm just going to generally talk about all this bullshit that's been going on. And I will say bullshit, innit? Yeah? And this goes for literally, I would say 75 to 80% of the fucking population, especially in Twitter and YouTube, bro. Yeah? Like, let me get it started. So, recently, there's been some, obviously, outright racism and sort of just discrimination in general going on. I don't understand why there's still discrimination, but there is still discrimination. There's discrimination in every single culture. There is discrimination. You can't lie. I mean, I've been discriminated against. I've already said it once. I've been discriminated against, but I don't get offended like that. It's not about like, I don't see it like that. It's cool. Me, cool. I just move on. But it's like in my situations, it's like when my guys used to say to me, when you hear about a white guy or someone fucking up in the news in America or whatever, shooting up, and then I used to get, yo, what's wrong with your people then? Go chat to your people. That's not my people then. What? Because it's the same color as me. That's not my people then. I used to say, that's not my people then. You're my people then. You're my guys. I don't know that guy. He's not my family. He's not my blood. So there is discrimination in every single culture. But I don't really, me personally, I don't get offended. But I can see why people get offended. I do see why people get offended. From time you're coming up, yeah, saying, Asian this or black that or whatever it is, Muslim, it doesn't matter what it is. It generally doesn't matter. The fact that we're still in 2021 and there's still this dumb discrimination that's going on in the world. But the one thing that pisses me off about this discrimination is people will then outright go on an outrage about it. They'll go on an outburst about it. And then 2 days later, it's silent, like it never happened. Like, people want to make a change. We want to make a change. I want to make a fucking change in this world. But if you're going to just go on an outrage for 1 or 2 days and then stay silent about it, what's the point? What's the point? It's literally, do you know what that comes down to? Do you know how that reminds me of? How everyone makes a big issue and, we need to vote for this person. In the voting sense, you want to vote for people. You then vote for people. And then after you vote, after a year, you're complaining about the people you voted for. Huh? You act surprised that you complain that the people that you voted for, who are in power, so not all of you, so because other people would have voted for different parties, but you're complaining, the same people that I see going off on one about Tories and blah, 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 you're now complaining that this. It reminds me of that. It literally does. It's like, yes, we shouldn't see racism or any discrimination in any sense. This is bullshit now. Look, this is a new generation. But the problem with this generation, and it's a big problem, is social media. Social media causes this generation to act so sensitive, yet so angry. Yet it's the same generation that grew up on the likes of South Park and Family Guy. Huh? What? Make that make sense? Like, how does that make sense? You're a generation that gets so fucking upset and pissed off at something that's happening on social media today in today's society, yet you're still the same generation, like in my generation, that grew up on South Park and Family Guy. But you were laughing back then when the same shit they were doing back then. Oh, you're fucking, oh, Brian's so funny. Oh, Kenny's dead. The fuck is wrong with this? This is what I mean. It's social media, bruv. A lot of you are just sheeps, bruv. You're all sheeps, basically. I'm sending for, basically, I'm not sending for anyone. I'm sending for everyone. But it's not me sending. I still got love and appreciation and respect for everyone. But it's like, I've had to sit back for the last few weeks because I've had my own shit to deal with. Hence why I've been quite quiet on the YouTube. You haven't seen me about on the YouTube scene like that so much recently. But I've had to sort out my own life, my own personal life, you know, money-wise, my son-wise and all that. Yeah. But I've been sitting back and I've been seeing what's been happening on Twitter. I've been seeing what's been happening on YouTube. I've been seeing from the back. And it pisses me off, yeah. First off, it pisses me off how we outright and outrage about someone who's being racist. It gets clipped or it gets what's the word? It gets clipped or screenshotted, whether it's a video or a picture, and then it gets done on social media. It gets put up on social media. Everyone goes on a mad one on social media, yeah. Then 2 days later, there's silence. There's nothing. And then what I hate the most is, and I'll put my hands up to this. I will put my hands up to this. Yeah. I've been wanting to do this fuck racism shit for a few weeks now. A few weeks. And I know I've been tweeting it, saying I was going to do it. But like I said, I've had my own personal shit. But from this Saturday, on a weekly basis, this Saturday, yeah, it will start this Saturday on a weekly basis. I'll be doing a 20 to 30 minute podcast on fucking fuck racism, basically. Yeah. And people will be out and out baited on that. So if you got people that have been being racist to you, I don't care. Send me the screenshots. I won't even put your name in it. I'll bait them out without putting your name in it. Because I'm done with this. I'm done with this society who think it's okay to be screenshotting and clipping people. Yeah. But then the bigger ones with the bigger views and the bigger names, you do the same. But as soon as you want them on your channel, you don't say fuck all, bruv. You stay silent. You stay bare silent. What? Because you want views. So you stay silent for views, bruv. Seriously. Is this what this world has got to now? Like, we've come from literally going with no internet to views. Like, what kind of bullshit is that? There's so much shit that is going on in this world that it's just, and it's all defined by this shit, bro. It's all defined by YouTube and fucking social media, bro. And you let it all get in your fucking heads, bro. And it pisses me off because we're the same generation, yeah? We are the same generation that we saw this. We saw this from back in the day, but we chose to ignore it. Now look at all these younger generations. Look how they're moving now. They don't give a flying toss, bruv. They don't care. And that's down to us. Really, truly, that's down to our generation. I can't even blame that generation above us. That's down to our generation. Because we let social media define us. It's like, even with abortions, I don't agree with abortions. How, someone explain to me, yeah? Someone explain this to me. You can click me in this as well. Someone explain how these scientists find life, find bacteria on Mars, and that's considered life. But a heartbeat isn't considered life on Earth. Like, how? Someone explain that to me. You can't. You cannot explain it to me. Do you know why you can't? because it doesn't make fucking sense. It don't make sense. And the other thing that really gets on my nerves is, do you know what? I big up all the protests that happened against discrimination, whatever it is, whether it's Black Lives Matter. I know there was that Muslim one the other week as well, if I'm not mistaken. But I big them all up, the feminist activism. But our generation think, all right, we'll do 1 or 2 days or 3 days or a week of protests, but then the only way we're going to protest now is Instagramming memes or putting hashtags up. Like the government really care, bruv. You know they don't care. They literally do not care about no one but themselves. But you know what? It's the government you want to employ, yet you're the same people that complain about that government that you've employed. It's stupid. Like I said, yeah, social media is defining us, and it's a fucking joke. It is a joke. I've got a child. I'm two. I might have another one on the way, and I shouldn't be baiting it out right now. But do you know what? I'm so angry. Yeah, I don't want my child growing up in this bullshit world, knowing that social media. It's like even with kids nowadays. I'm seeing kids wanting to do a gender switch, huh? Like, all right, back in the day when we were kids, you might have heard it once or twice, but nowadays you hear it everywhere. Why do you want a gender switch? Because we now think identifying as all these other. I'm sorry, yeah. I don't mean to. For me, there's 2 genders in this world: male, female. I'm sorry, that's it. And I'm not being funny. If I go out and say I identify as a female now, does that suddenly mean automatically I'm gonna lose my balls and my peace? No, it doesn't. Like I said, social media. It's all social media based. Everyone follows these Instagrammers, and they follow all these people that are like what they call vloggers, and what are they called? Bloody I don't even know what they call them. I can't think of the name. But at the end of the day, you follow them, you take their advice, but then complain next year when it's not working or something's fucked up or something. It's like, well, why did you do it then? You're the one that fucking took the advice, or you're the one that followed them and thought it was cool. It's your followers. You're a bunch of followers. This is what it is. None of you are leaders. You're all followers now. You're all sheep following one wolf. You can't sit there and complain about shit if all you're going to do is sit there and complain and not do nothing to do about it. You can't sit there and just do fuck all. You can't sit there, complain for 2-3 days, and then move on like nothing fucking happened. Nothing's going to change unless we sit here on a day-to-day basis and discuss what this fucking thing is going on. Whatever the discrimination is. Nothing will change. We can all sit here year in, year out, saying the same shit. But I'm telling you right now, nothing will change until we say it every fucking day, to the point where everyone is listening. Not every whenever it's right to. Every day. Like, to be honest with you, I'm not out here trying to make friendships and all that. That's my goal. I'm not out here. We can be friends. Cool. I'll be cool with you. But I ain't out here trying to make new friends and stuff. I'm out here just trying to be, whatever. It is what it is. Everyone knows me. If you knew my actual man, they know who the fuck I really am and how real I keep it. I don't vote. Why am I voting for a fucking government that's fraud anyway, bro? You're all voting for a fraud, fam. What, you think any government you're going to vote for is going to fucking change? No, it's not. Like, here's another one. The discrimination. Do you know what? Here's a prime example. Here is a prime example. So, the interview with Meghan and Harry came out on Oprah, which, by the way, I'm going to touch on Oprah in a minute. But that interview came out with Oprah. Yeah. Now, I actually saw with my own two eyes tweets, messages, and all that. Yeah. Of, why does she want the world to feel sorry for her? Ra ta 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 ta. Taking the piss. Taking the piss. Yeah. Hold on. Let's rewind last year when Caroline Flack committed suicide. R.I.P. What did I see on social media? What did I see on social media? Oh, she should have come out if she really want. Like, I didn't know she felt like this. Rah la la. I feel so sorry. So hold on. Let's now switch the. Let's switch the roles. Imagine if Caroline Flack is the one that comes out on Oprah, and God forbid, nothing actually does happen, but it was Meghan. I guarantee it. Them people that were, why is she feeling sorry? Why is she trying to? Will be like, Caroline Flack, I didn't know she felt like that. I feel so sorry for her. Oh, she's so brave. Oh, good for her. Da, 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 da. Nah, man. That's some bullshit. Because it's discrimination. You're discriminating her. Why? Because she's light-skinned. Because she's got black in her. Why? That's literally it. You can't explain. There's nothing else that you can explain. Because if, like I said, flip the roles, it's a different story then. You let social media define you. You're all literally turning into a bunch of sheeps. You don't see it, and you don't feel like you are. But I'm telling you, how comes I'm seeing all these big platforms, or whatever platform it is? You're pissed off about racism or sexism or, like I said, whatever discriminate. So why don't I see a show on it? Why don't I see you come out with a show on it? Like a separate show on your... I don't see it. It's a joke, bro. This world is now become a fucking joke. Like I said, everyone gets so offended nowadays, yet it's the same people that grew up watching South Park and Family Guy, and when they were saying this shit, you were laughing. Oh my God, that is so funny. But when it was a bit far, you were like, oh, what nigga? But you would laugh at it. I ain't come here to bait out anyone in particular, by the way. This ain't me baiting out anyone in particular. You might have seen my tweet. I ain't bait. It's nothing to do with that. I ain't looking for clout. I don't care about all that. Yeah. At the end of the day, yeah. If you're gonna sit there and let a racist or a sexist or whatever kind of discrimination, and and there's tweets or whatever there is, and you're still letting a man or a woman on a show because you just want views, yeah, you yourself are a dickhead. Don't sit silent because someone's got a bigger platform or whatever it is. That's you being a sheep. You don't see me sitting here begging to be on people's show. I don't care. If you want me on your show, I'll happily come on your show. But I don't get people wanting me on their show. So it's not a major thing. But don't sit there begging a guy from a bigger channel with a bigger following to come on your show if you know he's racist or sexist or something like that. if you were one of them that were just like talking shit about him last year or something, or them, or whoever it is. Yet now there's a possibility, oh, he might be on my show. Shit, I better. You stay silent. What, for views? Like I said, ma, bear sheep, ma, ma. Like I said, man, it's pathetic now. It's getting pathetic. How do you expect us to move on in a generation if you're letting social media define us? Because just a few thousand of us ain't gonna do it. We are literally a generation that is letting social media define us. Do you not get it? We are so consumed in views or this and that because of a bit of clout that we're now letting social media define us. Like, how you bigging up Oprah now when I swear down she was a pedo? Oh, but are we forgetting that now? Are we just moving on from that? My point exactly. My fucking point exactly. It's like I said, brother, it's a joke. We're a fucking generation that's letting social media define us. What else can I say, bruv? What else can I fucking say, bruv? Like, I could sit here for hours on end, yeah, talking this shit. I literally could. But do you know what? It is what it is. Today, I just had to get a bare shit off my chest. It's like, don't sit there and complain about abortion if you're not going to do fuck all about it. Don't sit there and complain about this. You're going to do nothing about it, basically. Is what I'm trying to get at, basically. That abortion was just an example. If you're just going to be on social media tweeting about it once or twice or for a couple of days and then you go silent and then go back to your old life like nothing happened, you're literally letting social media win. You're literally letting these pricks get to you. Like, even the people that go and troll, you're gonna troll. Why are you trolling? Who are you trolling, bro? What? Because you don't like something that someone says, you didn't go decide. It's one of them where you're bringing someone's kids in it or something like that. Why are you bringing someone's kids in it? They got nothing to do with what their opinion is and what they're saying. But you don't like the fact that what their opinion is. So you go and fucking message them, and it's stupid. Like I said, we're letting social media define us. Wake the fuck up. That's all I'm gonna fucking say, bruv. It is what it is, bruv. It fucking is what it is. Like I said, I'm gonna do a racism show on Saturday, from every Saturday from now on. This Saturday will be 11, hopefully. But every Saturday I'm doing a racist show because it seems like I'm gonna be the only one with I ain't got a big platform, but with any sort of platform that's gonna be doing it on a weekly basis. So if you want to join me on Saturday, come over, join, get me in the comments. I'll quickly get to your comments. Big up yourself, Cam. Thanks. 100% say how it is. Social media's fucked. Monster. Man like Cam, big up yourself, big up yourself. Lupe, talking yo, big up yourself, talking boss up. My guy, my G, ATP, Mr. ODS himself. Preach. But yeah, man, I'm gonna end it here. And at the end of the day, yeah, I've said what I need to say. If you've missed something, reload the video on it. Rewind the video, watch the video back. Because at the end of the day, I just don't want to sit here see anyone fucking complaining, yeah, about shit if you're not gonna do something about it. If you're not actively, if you're gonna just say something for 1 or 2 days or whatever, and then stay silent, and then only pipe up a month or two down the line when it happens again, you're as bad as them. Because if you feel that energetic about it, be on that same energy on a daily basis, innit? Anyway, big up yourself. England and the world cannot survive on one race and religion. It needs to dive. If it was not, we would be experienced. I wasn't talking about that, G. I was just talking about how social media is defining us as a generation. But anyway, love for the people that's tuned in. I'm gonna go now. And join me on Saturday for the racism show. I might even have a few people on. Big up yourselves. Make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't already. Love.